good afternoon. It is afternoon here in New York on the East Coast. So the Midwest also, I guess, right? Look, it's about almost 1:15 p.m. and I'm actually in New York. I'm in Chelsea, Manhattan. Welcome to the stream today, guys. We're gonna be streaming all throughout. You guys come enjoy the stream today. I'm actually on 23rd Street and 7th Avenue. 23rd and 7th. So how's everything going, guys? What is going on today? It's a great day to be alive. Hey Renee, how you doing? Welcome, Renee. Awesome, Renee's first. Thank you, Renee. How's everything going? Awesome, Renee. Glad to hear everything is okay. Yeah, that's what it counts. Yes, Renee, what's going on in Fort Wayne, right? Fort Wayne, Indiana. What is the population of Fort Wayne? Oh, I know, Renee, you have family here on the East Coast, right? I'm Lou, what's going on, my friend? I'm Lou from Columbus, Midwest. It's gotta be hot in the Midwest. It's gotta be like 100 degrees right now. What's going on, Lou? How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing good. I'm gonna try to be a nice guy today. Like I'm always been a nice person, man. Awesome, Lou. Oh yeah, it's crazy. Travel Pass, my man. What's going on, Travel Pass? How you been? Travel Pass must be hot in Tucson right now. Oh, I think the whole limelight is released. Look at this. I think the limelight is empty right now. What's happening? What's happening, Travel Pass? I saw a media that Revel and TLC. Yes, they came to a close. They came to a close, man. Hold on, I'm picking up Travel Pass. Your name is Barbara? Y'all driving past, what goes around comes around. I think, hold on. I'm still trying to pick up this person.
Thanks, Linda. Well, your company,
Everything. Yeah, my company. I don't
they
know about
call
my company.
like 5 times.
All
They
right.
can make you crazy.
Yeah, they do, right?
They do.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, I explained to them that I'm blind.
Partially blind?
Very much so.
Yeah.
So I see you sitting there, but that's it, right?
That's it, yeah.
Okay.
I know.
So they tell me the medallion number. I say, listen, I'm blind. I can't.
Not see it, yeah.
And then they say things like, it's a black Toyota. Do you think I know the difference between Toyota and something else? When you're blind, you don't know.
Sure, I agree with you. And they see it on this side, right? Because when you go to for that assessment, right? They know
Right, exactly.
Yeah, they know exactly what's
what your problem is.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So you would think that they could figure that out. Well, apparently not.
No,
right?
no. Yeah.
But luckily she came right then. That was nice. I was lucky.
Oh, she came down from where you were?
Well,
you mean?
no, she's a receptionist there. And we were talking earlier, and it just so happened she came back from getting lunch. So she saw you right away. She said, wait, I bet that's the car. some days you could spend a half hour on that one block.
One block, right?
It's unbelievable, right?
Yeah, it is. Like going through this viaduct, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it could be bad.
Terrible.
But you gotta assess, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know when to go there, when not to go there.
Right, exactly. And sometimes I think some of the drivers use what do you call it, like
GPS.
GPS, and then they make the most ridiculous decisions.
Yeah, you cannot use GPS in the city. It does not work.
In the city, no, you're right.
You need to be.
But you know the city.
Yeah, this is.
That's the difference, right? I went from my home.
Yeah, if you're going a long distance far, you might want to rely on GPS. But in Manhattan Island, you have to kind of sort of be street smart.
I think you're right.
Yes, it is. It's true.
Right.
I drove when there were no such thing as GPS on the smartphone.
Yeah, right, so you learned the city.
Yeah.
So you learned, yeah. So you have a street smart. But we went all the way up to wait, what did we do? We had to go to West 87th. Okay, that's
From where?
to drop from my house.
From
Where we're
73rd
going.
Street?
From 73rd, yeah. All right, that's not so bad. You know, he picked her up. He had to drop her off. Okay, I get that. Now he goes up to 96, goes on the drive.
There was a pool ride, right?
Right.
You had to share ride with someone else.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but
I had
that's
to tour
not.
the whole city.
Yeah, that's not the driver's.
It's not his fault.
It's not his fault.
No, I knew that.
They add the trip onto his queue.
That's right. That's the fault of the.
I do this
Sometimes
trips
it
if they
makes
go in.
sense.
I do this trip if they go in the same direction, but I'm not gonna be going around. You know.
It was crazy, and so I felt like I had a tour of the whole city.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, see, that's not so good. That's okay. She was that first building on the right.
You go.
Yeah, thank you.
You go.
Good shape, very good. You go.
Sorry.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You want to change?
No,
No, that's nice.
thank you. Hi, how are you? Hi, Osby. Oh, you got it? Thank you.
Yes, sir. Hopefully this. Let me see. Yeah, network says that Maybachs. Yeah, Maybachs or Mercedes. Man, all those luxury cars are money pit. You know? Something breaks on that car, you pay like thousands of dollars to actually fix it. And you can't even find those parts here. You know, for the Maybach, you have to order part from like, yeah, if you want to, because Chinese, they make everything, man. They make every little part. And they look the same. They might be, you know, as good replacement. But obviously you want to buy the original part, right? Kind of crazy, right? Omad, what's up, Omad? How you been, my friend? Omad, what's going on? Salam alaikum, my brother. What's going on, Omad? Oh, network. Oh, you saw one who was behind me? Yeah, I think so. Some of the drivers, they use them. They use them for limo, right? Maybe they use them for like private rides. Or maybe some rich guy in New York, he uses it for his driver, like he hires his own driver. Oh, it was in front of me, like on Park Avenue, I think, right? When I was on. You cannot buy these supercars. You cannot buy those luxury cars because they depreciate very quick. You know, you lose money. You buy it, but before you know it, you lose like a bunch of thousands of dollars just like by driving it like a couple of days. Let me see what this shit is going to. Okay, 33. that building was a papaya hot dog. It's gone. Man, I want me like this earth mover, like that one, Caterpillar. Be like mowing people. No, man, you don't. Man, it's less traffic every day in the city, right? Yesterday there was no traffic. Today it looks like it's clear. the city, in the city, keep on rocking, keep on rocking. This is the best time to go through a red light. When there's emergency vehicle. Let's go! Move, you guys! Look, that guy's sitting there in the front. Move! Yes! I'm Andrade, Mario Andrade, or Snake Padrone. Have you heard of Snake Padrone? He races Top Fuel. Top Fuel is those cars, the long cars. You see them in a dragster? They go like the dragsters, right? They call them Top Fuels. Man, those cars, they got like 3,000 horsepower. Man, 3,000 horsepower, man. That's a lot of powers, man. That's lots and lots of horses, man. You will see, eventually this block, they're gonna tear down this block, the whole thing, right here. See this block right here between 106 and 17? Tear down the whole block, they're gonna build just like that building right there in front of us. You see that? It's got those funky windows. We're in Spanish Harlem, man. Barrio, right? So they call it El Barrio? Because there's a museum on 5th Avenue. It's called El Barrio Museum. Man, I just flushed the cooling system on my car like before the summer, and I felt like I want to do another flush. Man, keeping your cooling system clean, nice and fresh, the car will run forever. Get my point? Uh-oh, they took down this block too. Not this block, that where the subway was. They knock it down, bro. You believe it? Cafe racers. good? All right.
Stay to the right,
You got it.
and I'll tell you where to pull in at.
You want to go to 116th, right?
No,
Oh,
that's
before
that's
116?
116.
You want to get off on 2nd Avenue then?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, right here, 106.
106, okay. Go on 106.
But it's an area that you can pull right into.
Yeah, let me know where to stop.
Okay. Okay, you see where that lady's standing? You can pull right in there.
All right, this is one where you do so.
Yeah, you can pull right in here.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You want to stop here, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me not block this car.
Yeah.
This car.
I can go right to the block.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. Yeah, quick, like $12. You know, most of the time, self-drive pays more than Uber. I'm telling you. And I want to be going down 2nd Avenue. Oh, not bad. The other lady gave me $3 tip. This lady gave me $2 tip, $5. And you walk away with cash sometime at the end, right? Oh, Travel Pass, I just saw your message. You said, haha, Fox, just saw your message, Revel. Yeah. Yeah, I just noticed you left, you just posted another message here. And having, they found and drive it back. Hold on. I just gotta read this. Yeah, Travel Pass. Yeah, not being very nice. You know, karma. I know, man. I know most of the time, you know, when people mess around with you, you know, it comes and it bite them in the ass, right? But this is more than just like having sort of like this. You know, I'm not disgruntled, you know, employee, and I was never, right? I was only doing deed, right? But you know, like when it comes to personal things, sometimes you know somebody screws you. You know what I'm talking about? But then you have to just walk away and let the nature takes control, right? They will eventually people will get it. You know, if somebody mess around with you, they're gonna get screwed eventually. But this is a business decision. You get my point. Pass. It's a business decision, and I knew from the beginning. All I was like wanna sign up with them because I wanted to succeed, you know. And I have nothing against some of the employees there. You know, they're all nice, but you know how it is. They have the HR, they make decisions, and then they just tell you, you know, what it is, right? But you know, Paz, I don't know if you were one time and you sense it also, right? At one time I was streaming and you were in my stream, right? And this girl, she came and started talking about you cannot stream, you cannot actually do this while, you know, driving, whatever she said, right? And you sense it that's probably more likely she was actually an employee from Revel, and I know for a fact, yeah, she was, I think. And I know who that person is. I know who that person is. I know who that person is. She's a fat lady. Now I'm not saying. See, I don't want to be race. You know, I don't want to be like prejudiced just because she's fat, right? No, she's fat in the wrong places, man. You know, the Michelin Man. She looked just like that. Trouble Pass, not that girl, not that was the passenger. That was the passenger, but it was a person in the chat. It was chatting in the chat, and she was talking about you know, me streaming on Revel service. You see what I'm saying? She was particularly talking about me, you know, during, you know, while I was streaming on the Revel. And I know, Pat, you said something. Yeah, you said that maybe this person that was chatting, who was a viewer, that she probably more likely from a Revel. I know her. Her name is Yada. She lives right here. Yeah, I traveled past that a while ago, but the past is the past. I really could care less of what happened to them. Yeah, they think they can profit in Russia. The electric infrastructure probably has more growth potential. Yes, yes. Insurance is a big problem for these ride sharing. Yes, yes, yes. Travel pass. Yeah, your brain works like mine, bro. Although you're not a ride share driver. Yeah, travel pass. The insurance was actually cutting into their profit. Just that sheer amount of cars that they rent from other services. Because, like I said, and I was almost 100%. I was almost 100% accurate about yesterday, because yesterday, I know somebody. I didn't even know about it until I was told in the chat. Some people told me in the chat. But yesterday, while I was driving, I mentioned about how many TLC plate they had, and it was very accurate, because I read the feedback. It was like an article, right? And I was almost 100. I was 100%, man. They had only 100 plates. You know what I'm saying? They had only 100 plates, because when I started with them, they had only 50 right at that point. And that's when city, they went after them. They said, no, you guys don't. We don't want you to operate, right? And at one point, TLC, they gave him a break, and they added, and they opened up that list, for they actually, the EVs were exempt, but they reopened the EVs for Revel to register more vehicles, which plenty of the drivers also, they were desperate to get those plates. They went and bought EVs, and they probably added another 50, but the rest of 350 cars they had, they were only renting those plates. They were only renting this place. This idea about the plate, they didn't know about it. I swear to God. Like when I went the first time, past when I went, like when they were hiring, right? I went for that interview. I was hired. And then eventually, that's when the city decided to, they told them, look, we don't need no more cars. And the TLC had like sort of a virtual hearing, right, with the Revel. At the Revel, HR in Brooklyn by Carroll Garden. That's where they were. They were on Carroll Garden initially the first time. And I was there, what I'm saying, during that hearing, just to like address the Tax and Lien Commission, about why I wanted to actually be part of the Revel, right? And yeah, that's when at one point, they wrap up that freaking virtual hearing. They voted 5-1. They said, look, we exempted the vehicles. And then eventually TLC came around, and they opened up the list, and they had to add more 50 cars. But during that virtual hearing, when I came out of the virtual hearing, because TLC decided not to allow Revel to add more cars, I came out of the hearing, and they said, look, man, you guys, TLC cannot stop you from adding vehicles. I know you cannot, add plate, but you could either source this plate from fleet, either buy them from fleet or rent them from fleet. And that's how the idea came out, because the guy that I was talking to, he was actually the co-founder. Yeah, the co-founder of Revel. His name is Paul, and the other guy, his name is Rick, which is the CEO. And there was another guy there. He was at the, he was part of the recruiting. And they were there after the hearing. I told them, look, man, this is not the end of the world. I know what it's like. I know a little bit about the business. All you have to do, guys, if you want to add more cars and operate, just make sure. Hold on. Yeah, that's what Pass, yeah, that's what at one point I was telling them after the hearing because the hearing shut down. We laughed at that point. They were still didn't know what to do at that point. They only had 50 cars. And I go like, no, man, there's a way to do it. And I even jot down some few numbers of some of the fleet that I know they do have place because that was during COVID. Nobody really, during COVID, like all the fleets, they put the cars away, the plates, and they told me, oh, this is, we're gonna look into it. So I'm assuming that's the route they took, to add more cars onto the fleet. But yesterday when I was reading an article, I was dead 100%. I mean, I was dead correct that the fact that they only at one point, because I was speculating, about how many plate they do actually own now, and they claim they only had 100. So now they're gonna get the other plates. They're gonna return them back to the fleets, that own those plates. And maybe they bought some of them too, because you only could transfer plate from fleet to fleet. You see what I'm talking about? Now they're selling all these cars. They're selling all the plates. But the only way that you could buy those plates, the only way you're gonna own those plates, to transfer those plates is if you're fleet. You can transfer all those plates, but now they're selling 100 plates. And plus, they have the cars now, obviously, right? Because I'm not sure how they're going to be renting the vehicles, right? Yeah, pass. I'm going to continue the conversation. Hello.
Hello.
All right.
How about you?
Betty?
Yep.
All right.
What you said, Ma? Hello. I changed your phone. Here you go. I'm gonna go fix Malaysian bed. You know, they didn't have them. They didn't have them just like that. You hear me? I should tell your mom to do that. I don't like hung up on me. I didn't know what you were supposed to see. Ma, you can fix me. You can. No, I'll fix it. I should have fixed Malaysian bed for him, but he was like, no. No, they wanted to lay down in Malaysia's room. Yeah, I'll straighten it out. I'll just straighten the bed because Jaden's in the living room. Oh, Jason and him, maybe? I can go fix my own bed and sleep in his own bed. I said, I'll see, man. Let me see. Or whatever. It's in the room with Jalen. I'll fix it. Fix my bed so you can lay down. That doctor pushed on the thing, so now he in pain. Yeah, I had to. It's poking out a lot. But you can't do nothing for Jimmy. I called Jimmy calling your house just to say whatever. So it is. Yeah, I think I need to take it. Take it. Yeah, because he keep on mashing me. Yes, Chanel called me. Oh time, whatever. So I called her Chanel. She was calling me all the time. So I called her. I was like, Chanel, when is the baby's birthday? I said, don't forget to let little David know so that he can come to, his little godbrother's birthday. Girl, I called her today and I said, Chanel, when is the party? She wants to why she had the party last Saturday. Nothing. I was like, well, she said, oh, I thought I sent you an invitation. She said, oh, she let her. She said, oh, but she said, oh, I'm so sorry. I let my daughter handle everything or whatever. And I was like, oh, it's all right. Just to go. Because if you would have, oh, it's hot. That's another time I reach. Because I was home Saturday. I said, all you have to do is call me. And I would have rung little David. Yeah, she's still in the same place. She ain't going nowhere. No, she didn't. And she went like for a couple of days and she didn't like it. Or whatever. And she came back. She left her man in that apartment. She left that guy in that apartment. Cause cause last week me and her spoke so many times. She could have told me, oh, I'm having the baby's party, such and such, whatever. Because when I spoke to her, she was down south. Yeah, no, her mother had moved to BA. Not her. I spoke to her last week because she had called me and told me that Bash had another baby on the way. Bash.
Another baby? But the same girl?
No, he left that girl. Every girl. Every girl Bash hit over. He pregnant them. Stay with them for a little bit. But I'll see you now when I get home. We almost come.
All right.
building's right here, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're gonna go around.
around the corner? Oh.
Yes, can I have the medical clinic got secretary for a second,
Thank you. You're welcome. People don't take showers, man. Hey, Neil Harden, what's going on, my friend? Nice to see you, mate. What's going on? I know, Neil Harden, you're from Hull, right? From Hull, England. Yeah, network. She's spreading her legs. I think her coochie smells bad. Daniel Rivera, what's going on, my friend? STD. Yeah, man. You don't want to catch STD, man. Definitely don't want to do that. Yeah, network. I don't want to freaking get sick, you know? You know, you can see this domino right there, right? Right in the middle of those Chinese and those 200 old buildings. I don't want to buy my domino pizza from that building. Oh, network, you see it? Chavo Pass. Daniel Rivera. Rarely, I mean, no, I do honestly. I get some of the trips through this platform that I'm working with, but it seems they don't want to pay us for that toll coming back. Because now, Arizona, you pay toll twice, going in and out. I mean, they do. You just have to kind of sort of pay a little attention. Chinatown, Chinatown, Chinatown. Oh yeah, went over W Bridge in June in the Q train. Oh, Edward said so many pizza places. Why do you want Domino's? Yeah, man. I mean, look, it's decent pizza, and they give you like some sort of 50% off. And if you buy like 3 pizzas, the 4th one I think it's free. And it tastes okay. It tastes really delicious, man. It comes out right out the oven. It comes out right at the oven, man. Everything is good. I'm telling you. Yeah, and most of these places, even if you go to the best pizza that sell actually even sliced, you know, they take out the pie. The pie sits there forever. They keep touching it, you know, turn it around, serving other people. That's what I like about Domino's. Does it make sense? It definitely makes sense. Oh no, I'm not muted right now. Am I? I'm not muted. Edward, maybe your phone is muted. Robert Parker says, you want to catch any disease. You know, take out the pleasure of sex and the rest is dirty, bro. Yeah, man. Very, very messy. Messy stuff, man. Oh, not work. Well, 9/11, I was in the city, man. I was in the city. When the first building hit, I was riding my bike downtown. I was scared. When I got downtown, people running from downtown. They were running north, people going over the bridge. Very scary moment, man. Hey, this girl, she's an assistant district attorney. There's another one also. I want to date one of this assistant district attorney female. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna need to actually cool off this phone. Yeah, this phone they get hot quick in this thing. Not the phone I'm streaming with. It's actually the one I'm taking a ride with. It's good that I caught it quick. You know why? Then I don't have to wait for the phone to revive itself. Yeah, last week the guy who went on an active shooting spree targeting CDC headquarters in Atlanta did because of the COVID-19. Yeah, man, those vaccines are not for everybody, right? They cannot like force you to take a vaccine. I took 2 of them, man. I'm fine. I even felt healthier. But some people that took the COVID-19, most of them died. Even one of the female also, just the other day, they were showing her, she took COVID-19 vaccine, she fainted, died. Let me see, man. I might be able to. Yeah, you know, honestly, at the time that I took those vaccines, I was with Revel because we were employees. They say if you don't take it, you're fired. I should have freaking fired myself. I don't have to take it, right? But it seems, man, that the government, they had like all these data about every person that actually takes the vaccine. They have data. What's the difference? Tomato, some shit. Never been to state Supreme Court, but I've been, I mean, they all consider state Supreme Courts. Got this phone already cooled off. I don't want to plug it in because that's how it's going to get hot. It's going to get hot. I think Neil Hardin says like is Chris Christie still the governor? I don't think no. He's no longer a governor. Chris Christie is a thief. Maurice, you said 88 degrees? It's 90 degrees right now. Yeah, 95. I mean, that's what it says on my... I know you, Maurice, right? You said something earlier. I was on the FDL Drive. Yeah, it wasn't the FDL Drive. It's going south. Man, I was going south and I was trying to exit at South Street at one point. Then I changed my mind. Oh, Robert, you said that it seems so, that don't mind. Yeah, I mean, news or news. I mean, Robert, we don't need to repeat it. I mean, everyone knows what's going on. Hey, Brenda, how you doing, Brenda? Nice to see you. What's going on, Brenda? How you been? What's going on in Ontario, Canada? I think it's hot, right? Right, Brenda? Nice to see you, Brenda. Yeah, Robert, let's talk about very important things, man. I mean, this is, like what's going on here. Obviously, we all could go to news and hear about the whole thing. Well, yeah, we want to talk about your job. Maybe I'm still waiting for a call. Maybe you want to give us some insight about your job. I'm still waiting for a call to be interviewed for position applied for last week. I forget the name. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I'm lenient. I will wait for people, but sometimes it's not worth waiting. It is hard, right? It's okay, Brenda. Eventually it'll go away. Because, you guys are north. You get that extreme cold weather. What's going on, Brenda? Is your hobby onto some kind of project? Is he working on some kind of restoration? Yeah, thrift shops. You can find a lot of things on thrift shops. I'm telling you. I mean, I know people. They go to thrift shops to buy items, and then they actually flip them. They flip them on eBay online. It's amazing what you can find in thrift shops. Thrift shops. Yes, I would go to thrift shops at any time. I don't know. I was reading the other day. Someone found something very very valuable. He bought it from a thrift shop, but I mean, you just gotta have to kind of look for what you want. Oh, he's doing madness on your back home. Yeah. Who makes backhoe? It's John Deere? No. Oh, the guys right here, they're selling on the street again. People, they cannot even get rid of them. I don't know why. Cops cannot get rid of these peddlers. Unbelievable. They said like last time, it's quite an life. You know what I'm saying? Like if you get caught here, you're in trouble, man. You get huge citation, plus more likely you might get arrested. I mean, no, they do arrest people. You know, like see the cops right there. They're not doing anything about it. None of these people have actually had their licenses, right? Yeah, travel pass is gonna end soon, right? It would be nice, man, to buy an electric car now to get that $7,500. Oh, I think Neistat. I just saw Neistat right there. It is what it's called. It's actually it's an old KC. Oh, I see what you mean. There's another brand. It's really competitive. It's called Kubota. Kubota, I think. Yeah, Kubota. Kubota. It's not bad. It's as good as yeah, but you can't beat John Deere and Caterpillars. Yeah, travel pass. Thanks. You thinking about getting an electric vehicle yourself? Pass. You got plenty charges there. You got plenty charges in Arizona, right? Right, travel pass. I mean, if I were to live somewhere like because it's a warm climate and I think it's good for the battery. Oh yeah, you don't want to rely on extra charges. Yeah, that's the only thing. Yes, yes, that's the only thing. Pass. You know, that's why I'm not. I really don't want to deal with electric car at this point. But you definitely could save a ton. I mean, you could. You know, gas, maintenance. There's no freaking. And I think if you tend to kind of get into like fixing those cars, you know, like get into some, you know, figuring out things on electric vehicles when it comes to like changing parts. I don't think it's not a big deal. Those cars, they look exactly the same like any other combustion vehicle when it comes to like the front end of the car, maybe the back. You're talking like just front wheel drive, because most of them are like for instance, if I wanted to actually I want to give me like all wheel drive, right? So that would be a little complicated to work on those cars sometimes. But obviously, some little parts, you know, you just have to learn how to work on the cars. Yeah, you can save lots of, you know, you don't have to change any fluids, no oil changes, obviously, and you might save on gas a little bit. Yeah, I think he got burnt out, that dude. I tend to watch his brother's videos because he lived in New York at one point. Yeah, his brother, I don't think they biological brothers, but one of his brother actually lived here back in, you know, the 80s. No, in the 90s, yes. And then he moved to California. It's really nice, man. I saw him he did a video the other day. But he was caught, I don't know where he was somewhere traveling, right? And he decided to go on his own and put like one of these. I don't know. There's something about some. I don't know what state he was at, but he was trying to actually. He made like a direction plate on his own. It says something on it. I don't remember what it says. And then he wanted to actually put that sign along the one of the freeway, right? And before he was gonna put that sign, the cops showed up. I mean, obviously, man, he could be anywhere, even in remote places. They will still snitch on you. You know, I went through his video quick. You know, he was gonna put a monument sign, you know, about somebody, whatever, the name of the person that was on the sign, and next to another sign on that freeway, right? And then the cops, they showed up out of nowhere. I think maybe he let go, but if you're messing with, you know, adding signs to public routes or public roads, that's like a felony, right? Or even misdemeanor, right? And then at one point when the cops, they pull up on him, you know, the cops told him to come, and he actually walked back with him to the cruiser, and that's when he actually cut that part of the video. Oh yeah, Brandon, some friends have Kubotas. Yeah, but we have heavy needs like logs, lumber, big digs. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, I'm done with Broadway here. It's when we're going down to that part of freaking financial district. Very dumb. Yeah, man, nothing lasts forever, you know? Yeah, man. Man, there's a lot of traffic on Ward Street, right? I don't have to go that way, but I'm gonna do a little trick. Gotta be very creative, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, Trout Pass. I didn't mean to ignore you. What happened tonight? Said he got burnt out. Yeah. It's God sent to have one in the little world. Yes. Some friends have, but yeah, you said that. I have considered, Fox. I just want to convince the gas station the tax credit and no maintenance electric. Yes. 3 is really nice, but they should like. I think I know there's a. I think they just have to kind of sort of make it a little longer, because Model 3 is very tight. A couple more inches in length will make a huge difference. Yeah, brother, you said your old KC is rusty. It's all right. Rust don't prevent things from functioning, right? Just like by the like there's like a coat that you actually spray the metal with, so it won't rust. Uh-oh, we don't have no high-profile criminals here. At the federal court, this is the federal court right here. Freaking Diddy's still incarcerated, right? I think he should stay there forever. Yeah, Brenda, we're all rusty. I'm rusty. I'm very rusty, man. Like from the like during the COVID, I stopped going I stopped working out. I have beer belly, although I don't drink beers. I have a little Bill Betty. This cops is gonna get pissed at me. But screw it. If you don't know how to drive, I really do know how to drive. Man, if I were like some big city official or mayor, I reverse this bike lanes. No bike lanes. You ride on your own risk. That means I have like a waiver, like consent. Like that means you want to ride a bike, you sign consent. That means if anything happens to you, you're on your own. Don't you think? That would be nice. Yeah, remove the bikes and put